Okay, and then I think this one I kind of forgot to assign to you. It's not very long. You want your radical sheet out when solving it. You have to solve an equation for a parentheses, and then it has an fraction exponent minus 2 equals 25. It's not going to be as intimidating as it looks. We have kind of a way to simplify things. I'm going to replace this parentheses, and I'm going to pick a new letter. I'm just going to replace the entire parentheses with a letter. I'll pick capital H, okay, for my name, okay. And it'll be to the 3 over 2 power minus 2 equals 25. Now, you're going to make a table, okay, and that is where you're going to bring back the x plus 1. Now, what you need to determine is if you need both sides of the table or just one of them. Here's how you determine that. Look at the top, okay, right here. So there's my top. If that is odd, you will not need the other side. If that top is even, you'll need it, okay? So it's based on that top. So now, when I see minus 2, I think, well, that's easy. You add 2. So h to the 3 over 2 power equals 27. Now, when I see a power, I think, oh, I got to draw a radical. But now when it's a fraction, what I'm going to do is parenthesize each side, and I'm going to flip the fraction to 2 over 3. Because what happens now is those cancel out, but we got to take the other side to the 2 over 3 power. I don't know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking, well, how do you find what 27 to the 2/3 power is? Well, first off, look at your third. What that means is the cubed root of 27. So look on your root of 3, okay? And 27's on here. I think most of them, the number's right on the thing. So that is equal to 3, so I write 3, and that's gone, but I got to remember my second power, okay? So 3 to the second means 3 times 3, which is 9. So I put 9 over here, because that's what h is really, x plus 1. And then I minus 1, and x equals 8. Okay? Next problem. So I'll just replace the parentheses, because that parentheses is kind of annoying. It's hard to know what you should do at what time. So let's get rid of it. Let's bring a letter h for that. We put a 3 in front, and it's to the 2/3 power, and it equals 12. Now, after you bring the h in, remember to use your table, bring back the x plus 1. Now this time, what do you have on top, an even or an odd? You have an even, so you will need both sides. And you're like, well, what do I need both sides for? You'll see here in a bit. Okay, so again, odd, just one side on top. Even on top, when I do the h, that means I need both sides. So I have times 3, so I'm going to divide by 3, okay? And 12 divided by 3 is 4. So I have h to the power of 2/3 equals 4. Now, to undo a fraction, a rational exponent, you put parentheses on both sides, and you reciprocate it by flipping it to 2/3. That cancels, and I now have h. So how am I going to figure that out? Well, let's look at... Wait a second, I had 2/3. I need to go 3 over 2. I'm an idiot, okay? That's 2/3, so you go 3 over 2. Flip it. So this is 3 over 2. That's pathetic on my part. If you have 2/3, your new exponent you bring in has to be the reciprocal of it. Okay, so I'm looking up what the square root of 4 is, because I want to get rid of that. So I go to the square root of 4 is 2, okay? And I take 2 to the 3rd power, okay? Remember what that means. 2 times 2 times 2 again. That's going to be 8, okay? Now you're like, okay, I got two sides of the table. One side you do 8, the other side you do negative 8, okay? Because when you do square roots, you can have the positive or the negative, okay? These, the 3, okay, when we look up 3s, those can only be one or the other, okay? And I didn't put any 4s, or either 2s or 3s. At least I don't think I did. So that's 7. That's negative 9. Also, I apologize for that mistake. Again, that was a 2/3, so we have to put a power of the 3/2, 3/2. Because if I would have done 2/3 here, I wouldn't have seen 4 with the 3. That wouldn't have made any sense. Okay, next up. So Q, or H, to the 3/2 power plus 3 equals 11. Now I set up my table. Remember to do that, otherwise you forget. X minus 4. Now do I need the other side? Well, up top that's odd, so I don't need the other side. Okay. So I subtract 3. That takes me to 8. H to the 3/2 power equals 8. Now I parenthesize each side and flip the fraction to 2/3. H equals, now remember, let's get rid of this. We figure out what the cubed root of 8 is. So I want to be on my list of 3. That would be 8, which is 2. But I still got to remember that 2 is to the second then. That's 4. So I just put a 4 there, add 4, and the solution to the equation, the only one is 8. Okay. So H, and then that'll have a 4 in front of it, a 2/3 power, and then equals 36. So I bring back 3x minus 3. Now do I need one side or both? Well, up top, that's an even. Okay, so even we'll need both sides. So that's 9. H to the 2/3 power is 9. Then I flip my power to 3/2. Okay. Okay, let's get rid of the 9. So I figure out what the square root of 9 is. Okay, it's 3. And then I will raise my 3 to the power of 3. Okay, so 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So H is equal to 27. So 27 and negative 27 when you have two sides open. Okay, plus 3, you get 30. And x equals 10. Okay, plus 3, negative 27 plus 3 is negative 24. Divide by 3 and you get negative 8. Okay, and then you got 4 to do. I think every number should turn up on here. If it doesn't, let me know.